So I'm Dara Adkison, they, them. I'm the executive director of Trans Ohio. Something that folks should know about people who are non-binary is just that there's no one way to be. Gender, like so much of life, should be something that we all get to enjoy and experience and explore as part of our existence on this planet.
It means freedom of expression. It means the ability to be who I am. I don't have to be masc or femme. I can present however I want.
I think of it as existing beyond labels, beyond categories, beyond any container that is meant to hold me.
Means honoring the fact that I am an African person that was the original woman. And so to be the original woman means I get to have every single construct that exists on this world. It's owed to me. It's my own form of reparations.
I feel like I'm kind of honoring the brave Black, formerly enslaved people that came before me, giving myself permission to be who I am, and not who the world wants me to be or what the church said I need to be. It's who Avery is.
If you let go of gendered expectations, you can live a life that is so full, so vibrant, so carefree, because really the only people that hold us to these arbitrary standards are ourselves. We can just be our authentic selves and live happy lives, and that upsets so many people for the stupidest reasons.
I wish the world honestly didn't care about gender, you know? I feel like gender is not important. Who we are as people and the characteristics that we have, our personalities, the things that we like, they make us who we are. And I think gender doesn't even matter. We're all just people at the end of the day, spirits, souls.
A time when I feel seen by strangers is actually when I'm, just in like a customer service situation and someone, ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir, and has like 3 levels of back and forth at me. That is actually a very specific kind of being seen for me that, I don't know, always makes me feel good when someone genuinely can't tell which direction we're going in.
What's a part of your body that you love?
Everything. Ironically, my eyes, I just always tell people my eyes are just like, I have my mom's eyes. So whenever I look in the mirror, I look at her.
I love my hands. My hands remind me of my grandmother. I love the smile lines at the bridge of my nose because my father has them, I have them, and my child has them. So when we all smile, we all have those similar laugh lines right at the bridge of the nose.
It makes me feel powerful. Just walking in my authenticity, being me, speaking truth to power, being a person of courage. I might have to go along for the paycheck, but if something's wrong, I'm gonna say it's wrong.
For me, it's both simultaneously an isolating experience, but also a transcendent and liberatory experience. Everything in society and dominant culture reinforces, perpetuates the gender binary. And so when I look for myself or things that make sense, I find that I have to operate through gendered mechanisms in order to participate. And it makes me feel like I'm always choosing which parts of myself get to come out.
So much of our life is just trying to find what shape we need to be, where we fit in the world. And when people finally find that little notch that fits just right, that clicks, it's just pure bliss. And that always just brings a smile to my face.
I feel like I definitely felt seen when my mom bought me my first pair of heels. It was very validating, especially for our relationship, because I know that not a lot of people have strong relationships with their parents, especially, once you come out. So that just meant everything to me.
I wish that I could change people's perception of what it means to be in the binary. Whether you are cisgender, whether you are transgender, whether you are non-binary, everything is gender affirmation. We're choosing this construct, and so we're choosing to opt into gender in ways that feel holistic to us, the ways that make us feel the most powerful.
What I wish everyone would do is critically examine their relationship to gender, and then understand non-binary is not a meet in the middle, at least not for everyone, but it's a vast trans experience, which makes it beautiful. And is your gender experience about othering others? Is it about affirming yourself?
I think what we need for everyone in humanity is the ability to explore the parts of themselves that don't fit in the models and containers that they've been given. The question is, what are the parts of yourself that you are not allowed to explore? And I think that that's the gift of queerness, is the ability to dive into yourself and find safety, and then reach out and find more safety.
Being non-binary to me means non-stop epiphanies. You just keep asking yourself questions about who you are and where you fit into the social structures of the world. Non-binary just means constant discovery, constant adventure. I always like to tell people that I am a gender fluid and a man-shaped container, and that when I'm in drag, when I want to, I can pour my gender fluid into a different shaped container.
In a time like this, it's really hard to feel powerful when it comes to me being a Mexican immigrant, as well as being a non-binary queer person. But the one thing that makes me feel powerful has always been my mom. Even in spirit today, she will remind me, be like, okay, get up, wash your face, put some lipstick on, keep going, because in the end of the day, nobody can take away who I am.
I've already lost count of how many times I testified this year at the State House and speak to legislatures very regularly. But I really would like them to just get a life that exists outside of their own hatred for our existence. Because at the end of the day, there's no amount of persuasion that can make someone acknowledge your humanity. I would like them to stop trying to understand us as trans people and just accept that we exist and will continue to be so for long thereafter.
I would tell politicians that if they guided their conversations and their meetings with love and understanding and sympathy for people, I feel like it would be a good way to cross those bridges, especially when, you know, the world is very diverse, you know, and everybody has their own little box. And I feel like once we step out of those boxes and come together, so many amazing things can happen from that.